your bathroom design choice could become a source of daily regret. And in my 15 years in construction and interior design, I've seen different bathroom designs that people always regret. 10 of those regretful bathroom designs stand out the most, and I'll tell what you can do to fix them. So, let's get to it. Starting with the mistake that ruins more bathrooms than any other at number 10. Number 10. Wood floors. You know what sounds luxurious in the bathroom? Wood floors in the bathroom. Hardwood brings warmth. It's got that spa-like organic feel everyone's chasing these days, but here's the reality. Water and wood are enemies. Always have been. Always will be. Bathrooms generate massive amounts of moisture, and wood absorbs all of that moisture through its pores, and eventually the wood starts to rot from the inside out. The worst part is, the damage isn't just limited to the bathroom, too. I've been in attics above bathrooms with wood floors. The subfloor underneath is often black with mold, and joists show water damage. Homeowners have no idea this is happening until the floor starts to feel soft, or they notice that musty smell. And even if you're diligent about wiping up splashes, which, let's be honest, most people aren't, you can't control airborne humidity. After a hot shower, moisture is landing on your floor whether you see it or not. So, forget wood and go for porcelain tile that mimics wood planks. The grain patterns look real, the texture feels natural, but it's completely waterproof and infinitely easier to maintain. But I get it. Tiles can be cold. You can go for a luxury vinyl plank instead. It's water-resistant, feels warmer than tile, costs less than real wood, and holds up beautifully in bathrooms. Some versions are even fully waterproof with sealed cores. But if you absolutely must have real wood, which I don't advise, choose the hardest species available. White oak, hickory, or teak handle moisture better than softer woods like pine. Seal it properly with multiple coats of oil-based polyurethane. And understand that you'll need to maintain that finish religiously, reapplying sealant every 6 months to a year. Would you still stick with wood? But honestly, save yourself the hassle. Go with tile that looks like wood. You'll get the aesthetic without the anxiety. But when you are going for tiles, avoid doing number 9 or else you'll regret it later. Number 9. Going overboard with tiles. People fall in love with specific tile patterns with intricate designs, and they tile everything from the floor to the ceiling. Your bathroom should be relaxing. That kind of overboard tiling with heavy patterns definitely isn't. It creates visual chaos, and also your bathroom feels busy, cluttered, and smaller than it actually is. And here's something most people don't consider. Heavily patterned spaces feel cold and institutional. As if that isn't bad enough, trendy patterns get outdated quickly. I've seen so many bathrooms where homeowners loved their bold geometric tiles in 2015, and by 2020 they're embarrassed to show anyone. If you don't want to be embarrassed by your tiling, use patterned or statement tiles strategically. The floor is the best place for large-scale patterns because they add interest without overwhelming. For your walls, use classic subway tile, simple large-format tiles, or elegant marble-look porcelain. But the thing is, in trying to keep simple with tiles, people become too cautious with color and even go all white. This is what we'll talk about in number 8. Number 8. Playing it too safe with color. I admit all white bathrooms only work under specific conditions, but they need incredible natural light from south or west-facing windows. Without that, they look depressing. I've seen people create all-white bathrooms in north-facing rooms or spaces with no windows, and their bathroom feels like a hospital exam room. Some people even complain about how the white hurts their eyes because of how bright it is first thing in the morning. And here's something else that they notice. All white shows everything. Water spot, grime, you name it. So maintenance becomes constant. Instead of all white, choose warmer neutrals. Soft creams, warm beiges, and gentle putty will not make your bathroom feel like a morgue. You also have to factor sunlight too when choosing a color. North-facing rooms need warm colors to counteract the cool natural light. South-facing rooms can handle cooler tones because they get warm sun. Test paint colors and tile samples in your actual bathroom space. Look at them in morning light, afternoon light, and evening artificial light. Colors shift dramatically based on lighting, and what looks perfect in the store might look terrible in your space. If this is helping you avoid some expensive mistakes, hit that subscribe button right now. I've got way more bathroom design wisdom coming your way. Just look at number 7. Number 7. Choosing the wrong materials. and I am talking about choosing the wrong materials. I worked in a bathroom where the owner installed beautiful Carrara marble tiles in their shower. They did it themselves and felt proud because how stunning it looked initially. But they didn't seal it properly and didn't maintain the sealant. 6 months in, the marble has water stains and dull spots where soap scum has etched the surface. The grout lines are already dingy. What was supposed to be a luxury feature now looks worn and dirty. It is important to choose materials that can handle constant moisture in your bathroom. You also want to avoid materials that scratch easily, like soft marble or low-grade porcelain. If not, your bathroom will become breeding grounds for mold, mildew, and bacteria. You don't want to get sick, or do you? You can see how much goes to setting up a bathroom properly. But don't overthink it. People who have made this next mistake at number 6, and they still regret it till today. Number 6. No focal point in the design. So, in 2020, before the lockdown, I entered a renovated bathroom where everything is new and nice. I told the owner they would regret it, and they thought I was saying nonsense. But sure enough, in around June 2021, I got a call. The owner wanted to do another bathroom renovation. What I noticed that first time in 2020 was, the owner had basic items all over the bathroom. There was no cohesive design and no element that elevates the space from functional to designed. It was just too bland and soulless. You want your bathroom to be memorable, and how you can do that is to have a design anchor or a focal point. In most bathrooms, this is usually the vanity area. A beautiful vanity with interesting hardware, topped with stunning countertop material, paired with a statement mirror and great lighting will significantly elevate your bathroom. So, would you fix this mistake in your home, or would you keep it? When you want to make that change, call an expert like me to help you out. I know some of you have a focal point in your bathrooms, but still, it feels off. I'll discuss why with you in number 5, but you have to promise not to click off. Number 5. Vessel basins. So, people love their vessel basins. It is artsy, sculptural sinks, and just looks unique. It is just beautiful to look at, but that thing is chaos, especially if you have kids. They're higher than standard sinks. The faucet needs to be extra tall, and kids can't comfortably reach it. Even you as an adult have to awkwardly reach up to wash your hands, and every time you or the kids do has the potential to create a puddle. Which brings us to the next part. Cleaning the basin is a nightmare. Water splashes up the sides and around the back of the basin. That area between the sink and the wall becomes a constant problem zone. Toothpaste splatters end up on the outside of the sink. Soap scum rings form around the base. You can create a focal point by still using an undermount or integrated sink in your vanity area. Undermounts are easier to clean, more functional, and don't create that awkward height issue. But I'd advise you to get integrated sinks, the one where the sink and counter are one continuous piece of ceramic or solid surface. No seams means nowhere for grime to hide. One wipe and everything is clean. But if you still want a vessel sink, choose a semi-recessed vessel sink as a compromise. These sit partially in the counter, reducing the height issue while still providing some of that design interest. Do you still think vessel basins are cool? Number 4. Getting shower curtains. I know you wouldn't like this, but don't get shower curtains. And yes, it's the number 4 problem I'll talk about. I know they are cheap and easy to install, but shower curtains are gross. And despite your best efforts, that bottom edge develops black mildew. Always. And once it sets in, it never leaves. So, you have to change it constantly, which means in the long run, you end up spending more. Also, apart from them being a yuck magnet, shower curtains also make spaces feel smaller and they block light. Just go for glass enclosures. They are simple, easy to clean, and infinitely more hygienic. They even look so good. A basic glass panel for a tub shower or a frameless enclosure for a walk-in shower looks modern and high-end. So, what is it going to be, yuck or yum? And speaking of yuck, the people who do design number 3 always regret it. What's so appealing about open shelving anyway? Number 3. Open shelving. Forget the Instagram post and Pinterest pictures. In real life, open shelves in bathrooms have become dumping grounds for kids' bath toys and random tubes of this and that and not the things we really need to store. You'll spend time rearranging it always, and bathroom humidity makes them get dusty and grimy. So you'll also have to clean it constantly. You need closed storage, and vanities with deep drawers will change your life. Everything has a place and stays protected from humidity and dust. You can also install medicine cabinets with mirror fronts, but if you really want some open storage, limit it to one small shelf with just a few carefully chosen items. Maybe two folded towels and a small plant. That's it. Everything else goes in closed storage. Or would you like to take a chance with open shelving just because Pinterest says it's cool? Number 2. Poor lighting and ventilation. We're down to number 2, and this is where people really mess up. Lighting and ventilation. If I get $1 for the amount of times I've seen people stick with whatever builder-grade lighting and ventilation that came with the house, I'll be richer than Elon Musk. People get just one overhead lighting and they are good. Bad lighting makes bathrooms feel sad, and what's sadder than a single overhead light creates shadows exactly where you don't want them. Try putting on makeup or shaving in that kind of condition. Add that to poor ventilation, and you have a perfect recipe for regret. Inadequate ventilation is even worse for the long term. That excess moisture from showers and baths needs somewhere to go, and without proper ventilation, that moisture stays in your bathroom, promoting mold growth, mildew, peeling paint, and even structural damage. First, get multiple lighting. Every bathroom needs multiple light sources working together. Wall sconces on either side of the mirror at face height provide shadow-free illumination. This is ideal for makeup application, shaving, and general grooming. Alternatively, a lighted mirror with built-in LED strips gives you that same frontal illumination. For ventilation, invest in a quality exhaust fan properly ducted to the outside. None of this venting into the attic nonsense. The fan should be sized appropriately for your bathroom. Run the exhaust fan during every shower and for at least 20 to 30 minutes after. This is how long it actually takes to remove moisture from the air. Yes, it's loud, it's annoying, but it's also preventing thousands in mold damage. Consider a fan with a humidity sensor that automatically runs when moisture levels spike. Set it and forget it. If possible, incorporate natural light. Windows are ideal, but make sure they're positioned for privacy. Frosted or textured glass lets light in without exposing you to neighbors. Skylights are phenomenal for windowless bathrooms, since they flood the space with natural light from above. Proper lighting and ventilation aren't glamorous, but these systems determine whether your bathroom feels comfortable or depressing, whether it stays healthy or develops expensive problems. Number 1. Bathroom opening to a direct view of the toilet. We've made it to number 1, and this is the mistake that surprises people most. Bathroom layouts where the toilet is visible the moment you open the door. I find it annoying when people don't always think about sight lines during design. They're focused on fitting fixtures into the available space instead. I understand that sometimes it's not even a choice, and that some scummy contractors put the toilet wherever plumbing exists to save money on moving pipes. Homeowners accept it because they don't realize it's a problem. But it is. You don't want to open the door to the outside and see a refuse dump. It's not quite the same, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. The toilet should not be the first thing people see when your bathroom door is open. Not from the hallway, not from adjacent rooms, never. Why am I so passionate about this? I think design is like telling a story, and the toilet is kind of the conclusion. You would want to patiently tell your story before getting to the conclusion, won't you? When you open a bathroom door and immediately see the toilet, that's the conclusion. It doesn't matter how nice your other finishes are. Your beautiful vanity, the great tile work, nobody notices because they're staring at your toilet. But it's mostly about privacy and courtesy. Family members don't always close the bathroom door when they're finished. Guests might leave it slightly open too. You shouldn't have to see the toilet every time someone forgets to close the door fully. Interior designers call this poor space planning. The most beautiful element in your bathroom, like the vanity, should be in the sight line from the door. The toilet should be tucked away, not featured. So, during design or renovation, position the toilet out of the sight line from the door. This might mean placing it beside the door rather than across from it, or positioning it between the vanity and shower where it's hidden by the open door. If you're building or doing major plumbing work, make this a priority. Your vanity should be the focal point visible from the doorway, not the toilet. So, that concludes this list. If you have made those mistakes already, you can fix it. And if you haven't now, you know exactly what to avoid. So, which one of these mistakes have you made or would have made? Do you think I missed out on anyone? Drop your thoughts in the comments.